This question that recently came up in UGC Net Psychology June 2025 is a good question to prepare for your Mphil entrances. The question says something like that: whatever is written in the paragraph, that is none of your concern right now, but the concern is Rahul's fear of public speaking can be classified as. In which way you can classify somebody's, or let's say X fear of public speaking can be classified as? It means if some person is having fear of speaking in public, what is the correct option over here? Try to think and answer logically. Agoraphobia, anthrophobia, glossophobia, or it is hematophobia. If you have answered agoraphobia, then you are most likely prone to marking this incorrect in the examination hall and you are prone for the negative marking. But if you are watching this video, then you are got lucky and the correct answer over here is option number 3, glossophobia. Okay, glossophobia is the fear of public speaking. Make sure that you remember this for your entire life. Okay, glossophobia is the fear of public speaking. But when we are in public places, when we will talk about the places or surroundings, maybe it can be a central park, or maybe it can be a busy street, or maybe it can be something, a crowd, a museum, something, a public places, then and then only we will refer to as it as the agoraphobia. Okay, so agoraphobia is for public spaces, not for speaking. Anthrophobia, you can also relate something with this with anthropology, that will need some little amount of common sense. Anthropology, if you can relate anthropology and anthrophobia, then you will not mark it like that. And glossophobia, now you know, is a fear of public speaking. And hematophobia, you can also link this with the hemoglobin in your body, RBC, WBC, okay, your immune system. Then hematophobia has to do something with fear of blood. Okay, and from where you can read all this, and likely you know the answer, you can check the description as well, and the question is coming already from the same book. So agoraphobia is for fear of places. Anthrophobia is something related to anthropology, maybe humans, we don't know. Glossophobia, that you will find out on your own. Glossophobia is fear of public speaking, and hematophobia is for your fear of what? Fear of blood. Okay, and why we are looking towards this question? Because in GMCH 2023 paper, there was a question on the same lines. And if you are not reading from the book which has been mentioned in the links or the previous video if you are watching, then you might be prone to lose out on some marks as compared to those who are reading from that particular book. So right now, next we are going to see that particular question that came in GMSCH 2023, and you will find the answers lying there completely just right in front of you, and you are even not aware. Now, question number 39 asks you: a person visits the walk-in clinic and informs the therapist that he has a fear of heights. This is called. Now, this question is somewhat easy as compared to the previous one. Options given are as acrophobia, agoraphobia, claustrophobia, and scopophobia. Now, what you will need to do is you need to explore out on these points what is the difference between them. But we have just figured out about the agoraphobia, that okay, it is fear of what? Public speaking? No, it is fear of public spaces. And now what you are going to see now is a complete list of some of the major phobias that you need to prepare very well for the upcoming GMCH, RINPS or IHBS, whatever examination you are giving. Now you are left with options of acrophobia, claustrophobia and scopophobia. Okay, before we move towards this phobic disorders and read about different kinds of phobia, just give a second and read about this Freud 1977. Free-floating anxiety is the term given to anxiety that seems to be unrelated to any realistic and specific known factor, and it is often a symptom of an anxiety disorder. So if before watching this video, if you are not knowing about free-floating anxiety, then it is highly recommended that you go and read from this book completely. But you know, understood right now that whatever anxiety you are having because of any realistic and specific unknown factor that is completely unrelated to you is will be called as the free floating anxiety. Okay, now when you will come into this page of phobic disorders about phobia, under the anxiety subhead, under the head of anxiety, the subhead as phobia. Specific phobia, what it is? Fear of objects or specific situations or events. Okay, So now it can be any object, maybe knife, aches or whatever that is, or specific situations or events. Now first of all, let's explore this option called as the claustrophobia. Fear of being in a small enclosed space, maybe lift, elevator and things like that. You are witnessing what? You are witnessing claustrophobia over there. So are we anyhow related to claustrophobia over here? Fear of heights? No. Agoraphobia gone, claustrophobia gone. Now we are left with option number A and option number D. Now a complete list is going to float right in front of you. Now a specific phobia is an irrational fear of some object or specific situation, such as fear of dogs. So now you also know this thing in your life, that which you might not have been aware till now, that cynophobia is fear of dogs. Don't relate this cyno with cyanide, okay? It is not a fear of cyanide because we are not used to have cyanide right in front of us. So cynophobia is what? It is a fear of dogs. Or now number one, note all these are important. Cynophobia, fear of dogs. Fear of being in small enclosed spaces, it is called as the claustrophobia. Other specific phobias include a fear of injections or hypodermic dermic needles, is called as trypanophobia or trypanophobia, whatever way you want to pronounce as per your suitability. So trypanophobia or trypanophobia is what? A fear of injection. So if you are somebody who is afraid of going to doctors because you are fearing injections, or you are having hypodermic needles in front of you, then you are a victim of trypanophobia. Now, fear of dental work is odontophobia. Fear of dental, dentist, odonto. Okay, relate like this. And now, next what? Yes, fear of blood, hematophobia or hemophobia. Fear of blood. Fear of washing and bathing, ablutophobia. Fear of heights. Okay, we got the answer over here. Fear of heights is called as the acrophobia. And this acrophobia was what we were looking for. That he has a fear of heights. Acrophobia, you got easy marks, no negative marking, positive. Next is fear of thunder, tonitrophobia, and fear of spiders is arachnophobia. It is, don't confuse this with arachnoid space, okay? Arachnophobia is fear of spiders, and these are the major phobia that is given in this particular book, which you should revise right before your examination, so you don't look like this in the examination hall, that what should I answer over here. Okay, agoraphobia, acrophobia is your fear of heights. Now, this is next question for you. Question number 46. A student in a hostel is observed to get up at night and move about while still asleep. This is called as cataplexy, narcolepsy, sleep apnea, or somnambulism. What is the correct answer? Make sure that you comment down below so that you get to know whether it is correct or not, this answer of question number 46. I hope you enjoyed the video, so make sure that you hit that like button if you learned about different type of specific types of some phobias, and which you were not knowing but now you know because of the book. And if you have not yet ordered or have not got this physical form or PDF form, then make sure that you avail this thing before your examination, because it is very important for you. Okay, so if you like the video, make sure that you hit that like button or share with your friends preparing for MPhil clinical psychology, and you can join also on the Telegram group to have some amazing study materials with you. And thank you. And you are reading n number of books, that is none of your concern. No point in doing that. See bipolar disorder. Just from this statement many questions are being formed. If you are watching this video till here, then you should know that many of the questions have been asked in MPhil entrance examination just from these lines. Bipolar disorder is a favorite component of MPhil clinical psychology question papers. and it tells you about periods of mood that may range from normal to manic with or without episodes of depression. Then we will include it as bipolar 1, B1, or spans of normal mood interspersed with episodes of major depression, and episodes of hypomania is treated as bipolar second disorder. So this is the basic difference between bipolar disorder and 1 and 2. Suit yourself with this book and you will be amazed that how gratefully or how amazingly you are scoring in your examination. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you get more of these videos. Till then, goodbye, take care, see you all soon.